Hey, what's going on, my friends? My name is Gaspar Dolinar. I'm a visionary artist. I'm the creator behind this channel, so all the paintings you saw were created by me. And as many of you guys were asking me if I could make a video for the beginner artists, this video is for you. So if you are watching it as a beginner of your painting journey, I hope this video can help you on developing your skills and developing yourself, most importantly yourself. I'm not looking on painting as something as a sport or something where we are developing it to progress, and it is progressing, but it's actually a mindful journey. It is actually more than progressing. It is digging into our inner selves, to explore what is inside of us that we can express through painting. So it is more than developing painting skills. It is more the expression and the research of our inner self, of who we are. And that's why the most important thing that we should be focusing on is not how to gain our own style. It's not how to learn to paint, but it's more like how to learn to express ourselves. Because that's how we can be unique. The paintings will be unique. The paintings will be full of yourself, full of your emotions, full of your energy. And that's the main thing we should be focusing on while we are starting painting. So don't worry about what kind of paintings you will make. Don't worry about how good they will be. Don't worry about what people will say. Because nobody really understands it except yourself. So don't worry about what kind of paintings you will paint, because there are always people who will learn from your work, who will feel your energy inside your paintings, and for those your paintings will be like a blessing. So the most important thing we need to be aware of when we are starting to paint, where we are starting to painting, is that we go step by step. And firstly, if we start with colors, start with acrylic colors, because they are much easier to use than oil colors. Acrylic colors are drying faster. If you will mess up something, you can fix it. You can add new layer over it, and new layer and new layer, and so on. With oil colors, it's great when you have some skills to know how to mix colors, to know how to add them to the canvas. And they are a little bit more complicated because the drying is much longer. So you can't add just layers after layers. You need to wait more days. And by that, with acrylic colors, you can create more paintings in a shorter time, which means you will learn more in a shorter time. But don't worry, you can also start with oil colors at the beginning if you want. Decide for yourself. It's actually not a big deal, but from my experiences it was much easier to start with acrylic colors. Then what kind of canvases you should use? At the beginning, start with smaller canvases, because smaller painting will be finished sooner, and you will also not spend a lot of money on it because smaller canvases are cheaper, and you will see what you prefer the most. If you feel right now that you want to paint a really big painting, go ahead and try it, and you will see, just express yourself. There is really no limits. And I found out on my journey that the only limit actually here is our own belief. And as I was teaching others to paint on my workshops, I found out that it's not a problem that we are not talented for painting. The only problem is that we think we are not talented. We think we can't paint. We think that we can't express ourselves. And through the process, when we overcome those beliefs, those limited beliefs, many people created really, really great paintings, and they thought that they can't paint. So the only limit here is truly our mind and our belief system. And it's not easy to change it. It's not easy to recreate it. So the only thing you can do right now is to stop listening those beliefs, because that's not who you are. You are much more, and you will see through the process if you will not give up on the painting. So we went over colors and canvases, what kind of brushes you can use. I would prefer to not buy cheap brushes because they are really not good when it comes to painting on canvas, because those hairs of the brushes, if I don't know if it's the correct word, but those hairs are falling away while you are painting, and those hairs are, sticking into the colors on the canvas, so then later you need to put them out, and it can mess up your painting. So I would prefer to buy some sort of brushes for painting in a shops where they are selling the painting equipment, because it's important to spend a little more money on brushes because they are more quality. And more quality brushes, you can have them for a longer time. Some brushes I have for more months, and that's a great deal. So it's important. Also, I forgot to say, for colors, the cheaper colors and the more expensive colors, the biggest difference is in the quality of a color. And sometimes it's not a fake that it will be a difference. So it all depends on different companies that are creating colors. But from my experiences, I saw that the cheaper colors were not so, when you make a first layer on the canvas, then when you add a second layer of the other color, through that other color will be still visible a color from the first layer if we are using cheaper colors. And when I started using more expensive colors, more quality colors, it was a big difference, because when I add a first layer and then a second layer and a third layer of different colors, it was not possible to see through the layer the previous color. So it helped me a lot to make even better paintings. But at the beginning I saw that it's not a big difference until you find out by yourself what you can improve with better colors. So go ahead and try with cheaper colors at the beginning, and then you will see if you like the painting at the first place. And when you will develop your painting skill, you can go on and try better quality of the colors. So it's not a fake that you need to buy better colors. You can try with cheaper ones and you will see what you prefer the most. So now canvases we know everything about. We need to know colors, brushes. Then the question that many people are asking, how to get your own painting style. I would say that painting style is actually a word which we should be avoiding of, or not avoiding, just put it out of your mind because it's not important. With painting style, every artist can frame him or herself, because when you think that you get your own painting style, you start doing just paintings which will be all similar, and then you're just stuck because you have started doing, you know, just paintings in just one way, but there's infinite infinite ways of painting. So don't be focused on painting style, because you will just get it one day. It's not a thing you can learn, it's a thing you can get through the experiences. But you know, many great artists were doing just in one style when they got more known, but then all the paintings looks almost the same. But in my opinion, it's important that every painting is a little bit different, because if you will expressing your heart, it's a unique energy. It's every time it's different energy, every time it's something else, something new. That's not possible then that all the paintings should be the same. I think every painting should be a little bit different, and that's a unique way of painting. So don't search so much for that style of painting, but search more for the expression of your heart and how to express yourself from the heart. Just do what it feels like. Just grab the colors that you feel them. If you will feel a red color, just grab the red color and start painting. It doesn't matter what you will paint. Don't focus yourself on forms. If you don't like to painting some certain forms like hands, heads, humans, whatever. If you like to paint landscape, go outside and paint landscape, but stop focusing yourself that you need to make perfect painting, that the landscape should be just as it is in real life. You can make it from your imaginary world, from your mind, you know. More unique it will be, better you will feel, and also people who will see it, they will be more mind blown. They will be more excited because it will be something new, something that they are not used to. So, like I said, don't worry about anything in painting. It's a free thing. It's a physical form of freedom. Express yourself through this spirit of freedom. And that's kinda it. So if you have more questions, just write them down in the comments below, and I will answer to you. So I'm wishing you all this amazing journey on painting, and have a beautiful creative day. Peace.